When I first started UT, I absolutely hated it. All of my friends from New York went to school in the Northeast, and I was here in Austin, so far away, didn't know anybody, didn't have any friends. It was so hot, and I had a terrible roommate to top everything off. Her name was Nancy, and she was just a vampire. She slept all day, all night. It was terrible. So obviously, any event that the dorm that I was living in threw, I would attend because it was any excuse to get out of my dorm and meet people possibly and just do something that wasn't sitting on my bed being sorry for myself. So I went and didn't know anybody that was down there, and we're walking to this frozen yogurt place that no longer exists because everything closes. And we're walking, and I see this guy, and I'm like, that guy is so cute. And he was dressed really well, and he just had so much confidence. And I was so sad and confused and just didn't understand where I was supposed to be at UT. And then I saw this guy, and he just looked like he had it all together. So I went over to him, and we started talking, and he told me about this organization that he was an officer for, and he was like, you would be perfect for it, you should totally join, you're a comm major, this is perfect. So right now I am in love with Patrick White. I'm like, this guy is so cute, and he's perfect, and he's telling me to join this organization, and I have no friends, and I have nothing to do, so obviously I'm going to join it. So I end up joining the organization, and he becomes my big. So we have this whole week where we're supposed to do things together, and I was really nervous but really excited because I was like, this is my moment. Patrick and I are going to be in love, and I'm going to love UT. And up to this point, I was having a really hard time. I just couldn't really get into my classes. I wasn't making friends, and even though I was on comm council, I wasn't really connecting with that many people yet. So we have our big little commie week, and I remember we went to Spider House, and we got there, and he showed me this website where I could download any music that I wanted to, and then he bought me a beer, and then we just sat there for like 5 hours talking, and he just made me feel so much more comfortable about where I was and what I was doing here. And it was just amazing conversation, and he made me realize that it was going to be okay and that I was going to like UT. So then we went to a bunch of concerts, and he just took me under his wing and showed me that UT was a really great place to be and that it was really fun. And throughout the semester, our relationship grew, and he became one of my best friends. And this means so much to me that he, went out of his way to make sure that I was having fun, to invite me to things, to let me hang out with him and his friends. Because if he hadn't, I probably would have left UT. He took me out of my misery and made me realize that, there are greater things than myself here, and that the university has so much to offer. And without Patrick, I would have never realized these things, and I either would have left UT or just been a super unhappy, sad student. So thank you, Patrick White.